Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another cast of the Summer Cup 2025. Once more with me, Gentleman, as a host, and with two really good Spy Party players and also Spy Party casters. We have Firelord Ethan, and we have Acetin Effect.
Hello.
I hope you're both doing great, and we're starting with a live cast today. So we have Nebula versus Wrestler. Do you have any thoughts about those players?
I think I will start out here. With Wrestler, my analysis has always been that he is a very solid sniper. Um, Not much to say there. And then on his spy side, though, is where I want to highlight that Wrestler is, like, in my opinion, the type of spy to do things that are sort of like unexpected. If say like you're on window pads like at like the front of a venue and you don't expect him to like that one person to bug right next to the ambassador because like he's right in your line of vision. I think Wrestler is the type of player that'll do that, and he comes up with very like aggressive plays and can get them to work a lot of the time. So I think that Wrestler is his spy can be very strong at times. On the other hand, we have Nebula, who doesn't need any introduction. I feel like a lot would probably regard him as one of the best spies to ever touch the game, along with a very solid and just like sometimes just brick wall sniper. Nebula is just very strong himself. But Ethan, I don't know if you have any more thoughts or anything you'd like to add to that.
Yeah, I think especially regarding Nebula, I consider him a very strong spy. He has a way of going unseen or having not making you want to shoot him for some reason. But yeah, going to be an interesting matchup for sure. Do we want to do any predictions?
Yeah, I think for myself, I cannot go against Nebula here. I'm gonna give it to Nebula, but I'm gonna say 7-3, Nebula.
Okay, okay, that's pretty reasonable. I'm thinking 7-4
I go
7-4.
spicy.
Okay.
We
Nebula.
go, I don't know, 14-12 or something like that.
Of course, of course.
Would be fun. Not gonna lie.
14-12 Wrestler, right?
Yeah, of course.
The Ultimate Spice. Yeah.
Wrestler is the goat of overtime, probably.
Is it?
I have no idea.
He is now, so
Could be, yeah.
Okay, we have
he's
we have
about to be.
we have a draft, so let's talk about that real quick.
Sure.
Who wants to start?
I'll let Ethan go ahead
Uh,
on this one.
All right, so we got Pub, Aqua, Tayan Library, Ballroom, and Redwoods. So the first thing that sort of sticks out to me is we have all three inclusion venues, which is pretty unusual in any draft. Usually a player doesn't like at least one of them, but another thing is that it kind of feels, because of that, it feels more spy-sided than most drafts, especially not just the inclusion venues, but even a venue like a library, Nebula has shown he can get a lot of spy wins on, so it should be a pretty spicy set.
Yep, and I would like to say that I agree. It's interesting we have all occlusion. Normally, a lot of like top level players like to avoid those and just go for like just comfy picks like Gallery, which I know is banned, but then also, Modern, Library, Veranda. So it's interesting to see that we have all three occlusion, even Library can, I would say, sometimes be occlusion based. And obviously Pub is interesting by a wrestler because Nebula is very good at pathing, and so it's interesting to me that Pub is picked by wrestler. I know that he really likes the venue, but I'm gonna be interested to see how that venue plays out because Nebula is very, very good on that venue, sniping wise. And then Ballroom, I think, should be pretty even. I think both spies have equal chance on Ballroom, but all the other venues, I think, favor heavy aggressive spies, and I think both of these players can be heavy aggressive spies when they need to be. I think it should be a really, really nice dynamic match between these two.
Yeah, should be sharp for sure.
Yeah, we can jump into the game if you want to. We have Oprah with a wrestler as spy. I hope we all see the same.
I'm ready? Yep.
I'm also ready.
Good, then have fun, guys.
All
All
right, you
right.
want to count
Well,
us in?
oh yeah, definitely. All right, we have Red Dress on Pub. Wrestler is starting off on the spy side. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Excited to get to cast this one. It seems like the most hype matchup of the round.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited as well. And we're already starting off at bar. I think we demanded a drink, early delegate. The bar looks a little busy, and I think that there's a lot of activity going on in the bar, so I think taking an early delegate is a good option here. There's a lot
Yeah.
to do, but um, party just was really, really busy inside the bar, so we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Gonna wait while on our flirt. It's a bit farther than the standard, 44%, which guarantees a 3 flirt. Um, Not a problem usually, but I'm pub with so little time, so we do decide to delegate to our ST to hopefully speed up the timer and get the mission done.
Yeah, we do in fact delegate. There's only, I think, 2 people ahead, which is Tex and Amba. So I'd have to imagine that this takes or is on the very like cusp of not taking.
Hmm.
We have a lot of highlights in the party currently as well. So we're not. It's unless he's seen the scent, I don't think that we instantly die for this purloin. And with
I
that
agree,
first
yeah.
green test flirt, it should be not horrible. So let's see if it takes, and it does in fact take. And let's see his
Yep.
reaction. Low lights. Okay, we're low lit.
We are low lit. I did not
Wow.
expect that, to be honest. I thought the highlights were for bars, so it's kind of surprising to see the low light come off there.
Yeah, but here's the
We have it
thing.
down to,
Nebula knows his pathing, so I think if Nebula sees a good enough pass between Disney and Twin, I think that he could reassess his lowlights, and he is the type of player who could shoot his lowlights. And he just ends
true.
up taking a shot.
What?
Wow.
Interesting.
Maybe flirt
Okay, I
paired with
didn't.
red dress there?
It has to be a shot for a flirt, but what is the third mission is the real question.
Yeah, because we have no banana bread yet.
Okay. I thought he was just in that conversation the whole time. Is there? I don't know. Okay, he was Lola going into bar, but then he was Hylit, so maybe it must be like a pathing thing. And then Nebula just wanted to make like a statement shot based on the pathing, but he was incorrect about that.
Yeah, also looking back, I'm trying to find one as well. I don't see anything that strikes me as suspicious, but maybe we are somehow crediting Twin while he was a lowlight for some other mission is my best guess. I know Ambassador was in that conversation, so maybe just is taking a really like risky shot because maybe he has bug while he's lowlit, and I wasn't paying attention, and he wasn't paying attention to it, so it makes it maybe take the shot. But even without a banana bread, I think this is a very aggressive shot.
Yeah, I think not what you'd expect to see from Nebula. I don't think that's the kind of shot I would credit to him usually. Hopefully this is not something bad for the rest of the set. Hopefully he can recover from that.
Yeah, I think Nebula has a pretty strong mental, so I don't think he's going to let it bother him that much, and his spy is also really good. Oh, and I also know why the timing on the twin shot as well. I think Nebula must have been really confident about this delegate because actually, if you go back at like 122, Disney bumps into Seek, so Disney is now a low light, meaning that Twin's the only one up as a highlight. So I think he must have been really confident with his highlights there to just automatically shoot Twin because of that bump. So yeah, we must have been pretty confident. So I think this was just a case of the Purloin was just he wasn't on top of it.
I think we can move on to the next game where Nebula is spying now as Kane. Is everyone ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, play. What do you think about an early statue visit on Pub?
I think an early statue visit
Oh,
with a swap is really, really interesting.
okay. He might be doing his signature play. You'd love to see it. Oh yeah, he is. Oh, this is great.
Yep, and it's going to be most likely an immediate Purloin take, and
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
see
yeah.
what happens. Alice
This
gets
is a
Hylit.
classic testing play for any sniper. Gets 3 missions done in 30 seconds.
We had an
This
angle
got me
for
a
it.
couple of times when I was
He's
even
looking.
not even that new.
He doesn't know,
Okay,
and he
wrestler
doesn't
is
look.
looking. Yeah, and you just can't take the
Wow.
shot. That's what's so great about this play. You pull the attention in so many directions and you're already done.
Yeah, it's interesting because Wrestler just was stunned. I don't think he was expecting that at all. I think was happy from that last win, and then you know, I think couldn't get his bearings enough. I think he saw that swap and then instantly got thrown into chaos and
Yes,
you know,
absolutely.
yeah, and then he sees I don't think he even ever saw the purloin because that swap was just so much cover and then that's all it takes. That's 3 missions. So
Yeah, that's the point of the rush there. Nebula loves to do that on phone, and
yeah.
it works in a certain amount of time, as you can just see here.
Yeah, wow, that's gonna be a quick 1-1 spy split on pub. Who could have guessed?
Mhm. But now we're moving on to Aqua, where wrestler is Duke. In three, two, one, play it. We get a
All right, so
nice green start to start off. Yeah.
yeah, pretty standard start here with 51% flirt. Party is pretty sparse at the moment. Nebula is already taking low lights, so playing around the fact that there's no AI control, shenanigans going on. Bar's a little busy, not too much happening early on though, I wouldn't say.
No. Yeah, it seems like we're taking it slow. Fortunately, cannot hit the two flirt, so gonna be a bit extra time for us.
Yeah, we don't hit the two flirt, and I imagine if we did, maybe we could have put together a pretty spicy rush maybe, but don't hit the two green flirts, so we just go into statues here, and then we'll see what he wants to do next. Now everyone's in conversation, so probably possibly a
Yeah,
good time to find a good BB. You have a lot of good options here.
yeah. Middle Shark going right now, which I think might give Bug credit to Disney and Wheels there to see if we can do anything with that.
And a little psychological warfare there, just because a couple seconds ago, Nebula fake highlight the middle conversation for Bug, just
I did
to
see
get
that,
that
yeah.
extra like insurance on in case they make the spy slow down a little bit from thinking they just got
Exactly.
away with the free bugs. So,
Try to scare him a bit.
yep. But we're still just kind of waiting here. We have 2 minutes left. I would say our pacing's still fine. I really like a fake here. It does knock out
It's
General and
real. It
Irish.
turns real.
Oh, it did turn
And
real.
it's a
Wow.
white, so it actually General gets in. So
Oh,
actually,
perfect.
it being a white there, yeah, is actually even better than it being green.
Yeah, and we
We
get
get
highlight.
highlights? Maybe just the conversation spacing. It does look kind of weird.
Yeah, it is also a very full conversation. So yeah, I don't blame the highlights here. It makes a lot of sense. And now this is the part in the game where like Nebula can kind of just watch paths for anybody he's even slightly suspicious of.
Yeah, this feels like a very tough game. The party has not been very kind, I think. I think
Yeah.
every move we've made has been in clear view, and there's not much people that have other suspicion.
Yeah, I agree. I also am worried that we don't have enough progress because if we needed only one more mission, maybe we could find something. And we take a very straight linear path into Bar, which is always a spy-like tell.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
I'm sure Nebula has took account of it if he wasn't focused on that highlight. But we take a delegate. So the plan's pretty obvious. Maybe we could delegate and then inspect, but we do find a fingerprint. So we could shove Amba out, maybe send him to Bar or something spicy. There's some good options here, but we need to finish Flirt first.
I do think we wanted that fingerprint. That's going to be key if we want to do something. I think
Oh, it
delegating
was a red
now.
test.
Red test. Oh, the
Red
flirt.
test on the
Yeah,
flirt,
that's tough.
but it is seen. Yeah, so yeah, I'm assuming that we were already suspicious for some sort of pathing thing, and then whether we see the delegate, red flirt, Nebula has enough suspicion and is just ready to take the shot. So, and I think yeah,
Yeah.
it was highlight for the BB as well. So there's a lot of mission progress, maybe some behavioral and sort of pathing tells maybe that Nebula saw, and we just get shot.
Yeah, so that's the other side of the pathing coin. On the first side, we saw Pub where he took a missed shot when there wasn't even a BB yet. But on this side, we managed to shoot Duke for a red flirt, which no one would even notice under usual circumstances.
Yeah, and I think it's just that whole. I think pub maybe is just lower mission count, so just a little bit more stressful and maybe like a little bit more incentive to shoot. But this is kind of like the power of Nebula Sniper because he could kind of use all these different sort of techniques to really just whittle down this party and really pick out the right person. And this is just an example of that because we don't even have any mission completion.
Yep, exactly. Now we have Nebula spying on Aqua as queen in 3, 2, 1, play.
All right, let's see what we decide to do here. Probably just flirt and walk away, knowing Nebula.
Mhm.
Yep, very standard.
Yeah, Nebula on spy is almost an infamous combo on Aqua here. It's cost me too many times in the dailies.
Oh yeah. Nebula and Behind the Shark, name a better duo.
Exactly. He loves the middle conversation bug.
And he's really good at it too. His execution is normally like pretty flawless. Like it's never really visible, so you always can only credit it.
That being said, we also got the statues. Both players going to statues. I don't know if we want to finish with maybe an inspect swap shark walk. Is that the plan? Or are we just buying some time here while our ST is busy?
Yeah, I'd have to assume that we're probably just trying to make our pace be on track here. But um, if we get another green flirt, we're going to be good pacing wise the rest of the game. We're going to have freedom to kind of just choose whatever mission we want. There's a lot of activity right now just around Ambassador, so I'd have to imagine that not as much attention is going to be paid to this delegate. So I'd have to assume that like Nebula is taking a note of all this and is going to maybe think about sending it. But
Hmm.
we'll see.
I don't know that if we decide to send it, it feels like very hard to get a get statues finished. That being said, we hit like a cheese flirt-esque maneuver there.
Yeah, we had a fun little move, and I think yet again it's just another case of Ambassador had a bunch of activity near him, and so Nebula taking advantage of that decides to just go ahead and cheese flirt. And let's see if we do the
Yeah,
delegate here. The bar is empty, so if we delegate, it will probably take. But
yeah.
I'm
But I
assuming
don't.
timing is going to run out soon. So
I don't mind this at all. I think letting it run out is perfectly fine play for what we want to do, I think.
yeah. I also wanted to mention, interestingly enough, we already have 4 lowlights.
Yeah, I saw Wrestler was taking some pathing lowlights. I saw one lowlight on for a redirect, another right there for briefcase return. So maybe not just pathing or some etiquette going on. And we are finishing with statues, but it's not one you would use to sharkbot. We're just finishing it straight up.
We could green swap here and then just BB or something. Unless is Smallman the real DA? Yeah, Smallman's the real DA. So yeah, it's. I think if Small was in a conversation, I think maybe we would think about sending the BB off or sending the green swap. But we choose not to, and let's see what we choose to do. We have a minute left to find a fourth mission, and now DA is in
Yeah.
conversation. So delegate seems like a strong option here. Could go for a shark bug, which is I think what we're angling to
Mhm.
do. So let's
I
see
think
how
that
it
is
goes.
the play, yeah. I think we
Yeah,
are hoping in 30 seconds when that shark comes middle to get a good bug off.
yeah. We had to wait one more, like about 10 more seconds, I think. So hopefully Ambassador doesn't leave. I think that's what Nebula's banking on. And I think if that doesn't end up working out, I'd have to imagine we could cheese like a book or we could do like delegate. But this party is very like widowed down already. And now Ambassador's
Yeah.
gonna be forced out before the shark. We might just take
We're
the bug here.
oh
Ooh, but it doesn't take
no, the
because
most
Ambassador leaves.
tragic timing.
Okay, but we're
The
still following
most
it.
tragic timing.
And
Yeah,
we see the bug and it's just a
that's
shot. That is tragic
no.
timing.
I love the play there. Like I didn't even think about shark walking after we took the bug, but of course Nebula thought of that. Unfortunately, the ambassador had a natural lead, not even forced out, causing us to miss this bug and with that our winning chances. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and you have to wonder if that bug takes, do we end up winning that game? Did he already see Queen walking towards Ambassador there, or was it the second bug attempt that we saw and that's what we're shooting for? So it's hard
I
to know. I
think
don't know, but
I think we were expecting to win, so we kind of gave the game away when we took that path behind the Amma there. We were expecting to truck walk to the end. But that didn't happen, I think we were already dead, not even for the second bug attempt.
yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I was gonna say that would make sense. I'm assuming, just be that path, the Queen path is just very like suspicious. But, yeah, either way,
Oh,
good
was that a
shot from
force out?
Wrestler. Oh, was it?
I don't see it in the replay. I thought it showed up. Okay, maybe it was. I don't know.
I feel like it had to have been. Yeah, either way, it's still a nice shot. I like the game plan there. Just I think with seconds off, Kane, paid actor, making ambassador move. But we were tied coming out of Aquarium, and that was a pivotal game because I think Aquarium is normally a pretty uh crazy venue with Shark and things. So uh, Wrestler, I'd imagine, is probably pretty happy to take that sniper win.
Yeah, yeah. And now we have Taeyeon, wrestler as Blink Twin in 3, 2, 1, Blinks.
All right, let's see. Any early bug? No, Sag. Anyway, uh, we just stay in this conversation. I have to assume we're gonna walk as soon as we see what happens with that top conversation. But okay, could take the briefcase here too. Early print.
Unfortunately, I don't think we're in the right spot for it. If we were in the top conversation, I'd say definitely, but someone beats us already.
Yeah. I like this spot in conversation. You can do a lot with like reverse drive-by bugs. Red Dress almost leaves, and then Rocker saves it by making her go back
Yeah,
to that conversation. So we hit a white flirt for kind of sad 22%, but Tayen, I feel like there's not like that many crazy movements, and you have a lot of occlusions, so you can kind of just cheese a lot of flirts, I think. So
this
not
is a
too much of an
dead
issue.
briefcase. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, I don't know. Maybe he missed someone else taking it, but
dead
Android
briefcase,
doesn't
and then
seem to
maybe
be.
redirect.
Yeah, not sure what we did after, but maybe trying to get some pathing points or something fancy.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. Anything to get maybe like get a nice low light would be, pretty ideal. We hit another green for it here for 62%, so one more close green for it will do it. And um, I think right now the party is like pretty decent for a contact. I think once maybe Rocker gets in, we could bug here. We could stop talking, then bug would be a pretty cool idea. But see if we do it. Could BB
Maybe.
bug, but it doesn't work out because I think we
Yeah,
win.
we hit it white. Yep.
Okay, unfortunately, Rocker is now a little late, so. Right, so it's like a minute and 30 left. Ethan, what do you think the plan is going to be here?
Okay. We're going to books. Is there a print here? If there's. Okay, this is a plan for sure. Does not work. I think a more classic plan maybe could have been bug purloin or. But I do like with the shoji in front of that bookcase there to go for something like this. Unfortunately, Nebula does catch it.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea for sure. I think it's very spicy. I'm wondering like if we were gonna catch it, like if we just regularly put the book back, and it was just maybe like a credit. But yeah, I think seeing the quick return definitely is the nail in the coffin. But I think it's an interesting play because then after that, one more green flirt and then maybe either a bug or a purloin or even center inspects if we feel spicy enough. So I think if the plan works, it's good. But I think Nebula's just on top of it, like you said, so it doesn't end up
Yeah.
working out this time.
Yeah, nice try for Wrestler. But now we have Nebula as pearls in 3, 2, 1, play. I think this might be one of Pearl's strongest menus, actually.
Yeah, some very strong bug opportunities with that slower
Strong
character.
bug and a pretty small venue, so the speed is not as much of a downside as it would be.
Yeah,
In fact, it might
I don't
even be
know.
an upside with because it takes longer to travel behind the conversations. That being
Oh,
said, we
and
just
that
take
is a
this
nice
bug.
bug. And that has to be just really clean.
I don't
But we get a
know.
highlight. Oh,
We are highlights, and it wasn't a good time in our animation cycle, so we
oh,
kind of like
oh,
snapped. Oh,
did
that's
we see
bad.
that? And we go to center inspects. Okay, this is very, I'm very scared for Nebula's life right now because if we saw that
Yeah,
briefcase and we BB now, I think we're probably just dead. One cycle
it,
maybe saves us.
does feel tenuous. We can't one cycle. We have text here.
Wow. Okay,
We
so
might want to swap to go for something weird because
yeah.
it does feel like a normal BB is kind of scary right now.
Okay, and that redirect was probably maybe a little choppy. So I have to think that, if we contact, we probably die. So I'd have to imagine we maybe just wait it out for a bit, or we do something weird, like you said, and do some sort of weird swap play. Watch our purloin chains, maybe do something with that. If we felt the highlight, maybe Nebula knows better. But I'm really interested to see how this game's starting to turn out. This is
Banana bread.
very tense at the moment.
It does seem like Nebula's proceeding like business as
Going into
usual,
BB.
like leaving in the middle of a talk, BBing, like
Do we shoot?
a very behavioral BB, I think, for Nebula. Like right after he joins, he switches conversations.
Yeah, I'm interested so we don't die or we don't shoot for that.
Yeah, we're
So
not
we
shot
can
yet.
wait out another talk maybe and maybe then we'll shoot. But like if we're not dead right now, I mean you'd have to think that this is pretty locked up. But
I do
it's just
agree,
one
yeah.
more talk maybe might do it, so we'll see. Hopefully we talk. We're not dead.
Looks like we're watching for the pro line. It almost seems like we're expecting the fourth mission for pros, even though we should have credited four missions already.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking too. Did we like register the fact that she has center and specs? Because it looks like no, we didn't. Because if we really
Yeah, this
credited
could
that
be.
bug strongly enough, I think that this should have just been death. But
I think this might be a case of like highlight confusion where maybe we and originally the highlight was sort of bug credit, right? But maybe
yeah,
now we think because we went to center statues that it's for center statues instead, and now we forgot one of the credits.
that's a good point. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Our ST stays in conversation. This last talk, I can't imagine we die now because we should have been dead before, but we'll see what happens. We just talk one more time. And do we take
Okay,
the shot?
Banana bread.
another
We
redirect.
might be thinking about it. And yeah,
No.
classic Nebula Green BB when
Yeah,
he wins. Yeah, the
yeah, yeah,
BMBB,
yeah.
very classic. But nice game, and I think this was definitely a findable shot for Wrestler. I think we must have forgotten about one of like the two missions that we did because I'd imagine if we had both of them in combination, it's pretty easy to imagine this should have just been a shot. But maybe we're just too scared to
I
take it.
agree.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it feels like wrestler should have been on that, but for some reason could not take the shot. So we have to move on to library, and Nebula goes up
Yeah, first
on
lead of the
library
match.
rest. Yeah, for sure. Wrestler as plane in three, two, one, plane. All right, nice little play there to get ourselves out of that bookcase. Nothing for us there.
Yeah, now's the time when you want to be doing something. Yeah, okay, I like that we leave here. Want to do something
Mhm.
in the midst of all this chaos, because Ambassador, okay, I guess he's relatively safe now, but like normally, like when you have like that very chaotic start on Library, you really want to weigh out your cheese options to see what you can do, especially against a really good sniper like Nebula. Because okay, nice, we green time ad, love to see it, and it's in the middle of the
Yeah,
venue, and we're not. I don't think we are gonna be paying attention to this, so it's probably just gonna be clean.
yeah. Yeah, speaking of cheese, I don't. I was thinking like maybe when we started off originally at the green bookcase could have been a nice time to cheese. Like the green bookcase is I'd say the least noticed bookcase, so we could have done like a direct push cheese, but we decided not to. Go for this time which I like. But we still haven't got our flirt. We're getting it now. Oh, we try to at least. The ST leaves. Try a second
Yeah.
time. This time it's white, so we have to bail. And we go back to the green books.
Yes, so all roads lead to Rome here. And we go to green. I think it's probably a good idea. I don't know, to do animation microfilm. I think here at least give yourself an option, but maybe not right here. I would take it out because the ambassador's like just right there. But
Yeah,
um,
at that spot. Yeah.
our timeout is now almost gone. We hit another flirt, but the party has
Mhm.
3 lowlights already. So yet again, I'm just still a fan of doing things at least maybe cheesy early on because if you want a chance at winning, like with your last like couple missions later on in the game, you probably want to be going for a cheese play,
Ooh,
especially. Oh, the
no,
bug
that
does not
was
take.
seen.
Yeah, that was
We are
definitely
zooming
seen,
in
and
the
we are so dead.
statues, and oh
Yeah,
no.
I like the attempt a lot, but yeah, that's
Mm,
just watched, and we don't have anything else, so it's kind of just rough.
I think that is what you talked about before about wrestler, the bold plays. Unfortunately, I think that was a little too bold. It feels like that's just in plain view, maybe. Like there's a good angle. Um, Maybe there's a world that could have made it, but unfortunately did not. Nebula catches it. And now we move
Yeah.
on to Nebula Spy as General in 3, 2, 1, plants.
Okay. We start out at a pad, but I had to assume Nebula is just kind of calculating his options here. You could do a lot of things here. In this spot, you could flirt, you could go to bookcase, maybe for a long-term direct microphone plan.
Yeah,
Very interested to see how Nebula starts off this game. We tried to do the pillar bounce. I don't know how successful
yeah,
it
I'd love to
was,
see
but
that. Yeah, I think it looked pretty good, but I think this is like the slowest Nebula start we've seen so far.
yeah,
Not even time adding, just wandering a bit.
yeah. Oh, but there we go. There we take a bug, and we are
Yeah,
general,
yeah, I
and
love this.
no reaction from wrestler seemingly. So I think looking how the laser's just panning around now and not even looking at us, I think that this was clean, I want to say.
Yeah, that's just a solid bug there with General. The snapback is like almost non-existent with him.
Yep. And we also do a flirt leave, I think confirming that we're not being watched now. If Nebula thought that maybe we were being watched before, yeah, we can just go back to Duke here, redirect Amba, and now we can't really cheese for because Ambassador and Toby are right there, but take this free talk and just chill out for a little bit. 3 minutes to go. We have a book in hand. So, and if we don't have any extra attention from that bug, I think that this is probably going to go back on the wrong shelf, but
I
I'm
think so
interested
too.
to see.
Yeah, so this is the Nebula pace we were expecting to see caught up now. SC joins SDA, unfortunately, not the real DA. We are gonna hit a time ad. That's kind of interesting to me. It didn't feel like we needed one, but it's
Oh,
always good
make
to
it
have a time
highlight.
ad.
We push our luck.
Unless unless you get credit for it. That's the problem there. Doing it in the classic time ad spot, it's hidden, but because it's so hidden, it's more watched.
Oh,
In
those
a
bounces were a little awkward, and I think our positioning
Yeah,
combo was a little bit weird too. So I think if Wrestler needed to get back in the game, I think this was the time. Especially if we
yeah,
don't
that
remember
was
where this book come, we could just get like credited for like a wrong microphone here, but we don't have the mission progress for it. So I think this is it. I think maybe we're a little bit back in the game now, and if General does anything in the next like minute or so, oh, but we leave the
Oof.
book and we just go cheese it, and
We're
we die
choosing
for it.
one more
We
shot.
pushed our luck. We
Yeah,
pushed
that's
our luck.
tough. Yeah, we very nice catch by Wrestler there because yeah, we like you said, we had the bug already. We had Flirt basically done. I feel like doing the time ad was a bit too much, and Wrestler catches it, which allows us to catch this cheese transfer here. So very well done for Wrestler.
Yeah, I'm very shocked that we decided to even just go for the timeout because with that bug free, and I think, since we weren't automatically dead for like a microfilm or whatever, I'm assuming, could have been possible that we weren't on top of it yet. It would have been interesting to see like had Nebula just went to blue book instead, but I'm very shocked by that. I think we pushed her like way too far. I think we went way too aggressive. And, as fun as the spice is, I think just playing a nice chill game from there on out would have just won because I think you could have easily made the assessment that the bug isn't seen, just judging from the laser movement. So, yeah, I'm very wow. I mean, good, still great catch by Wrestler though. Staying in it, and even though we missed the bug, we still are on top of time ads and such. So, yeah,
Yeah,
good catch.
good catch for sure. And we move on to Ballroom, where Wrestler is Blink Twin in 3, 2, 1, planet.
Bug, no.
Yeah, no one has
We were gonna,
no one
we were
except no one except you has those kind of reaction times.
yeah. We looked like we were eyeing up our ST, but they went to books, so we have to
Yeah,
tragically just go next to them over there, next to the painting pad, and just be sad because we can't flirt with them, and we don't have a bug, so very very sad. We could also time out here. It's a good time for it. Yeah, and we
it's a good
do.
time at spot.
But now
Yeah.
Ambassador moves, so maybe we're in their field of vision now.
Oh,
So And there's not much else activity, so I think this could be findable depending on how good Nebula is at watching time ads.
Yeah. Seems like he's maybe not too good at watching timelines, it seems like. Maybe you could take notes for later. Um, we do decide to join our ST not too close. Nebula does like the float fair, but a respectful distance. Gets 38%.
Yep, and I think it's the right call here to just kind of chill out and flirt because the party, if you look, is not active whatsoever. Sure, Kane's at center inspects now, and Texas at books, but Ambassador's like pretty safe. I don't think there's any Purloin chain, so I think we just chill out and wait till we have more suspects to kind of do things in the midst of.
Yep, yep, yep.
Alice has to be credited with a bug at this point. Alice was next to Ambassador at the beginning of the game, and now is next to him, Green Book. So I'd have to assume Alice has a little bit of sus, and we're probably going to watch her pathing here, which looks pretty good, I have to say. So
Yeah, that looked nice. Yeah, very chill game. Doesn't feel like much is happening, unfortunately, for wrestler here.
yeah, a lot of highlights though. Now's a good time for a B. If we beat, oh, never mind. I thought she was going into the BB conversation.
Good
Alice
for her
is just
briefcase
like
BB.
doing all this mission progress,
But
but
yeah,
I'd have to
she's
assume
going
maybe
at
she's like
it.
not really that much of a sus
Oh,
just because of paths. Oh,
anti-tail right there. Unfortunately, I don't think Nebula saw it, but that was a pretty cool anti-tail.
what was the anti-tell?
She reset her idol in a conversation by herself
Ah.
as the Amber walked by.
Oh, white microphone as ambassador is like right there. Oh my gosh, but I don't think we see it. So, okay, that was stressful, but we don't see it, I think. Or we credit it, I don't know. We see Nebula's laser. It's just still, but I think we're good
Uh,
still.
he's giving nothing
Finishing
away.
flirt. Yeah. Alice, nope, I was gonna say Alice maybe for a third bug path, but no. There's a lot of options in this game still. If we can somehow get this last microphone without dying, don't Purloin here, it's too risky, and Purloin,
I
okay.
understand the temptation, though. It does. Maybe I think Wrestler just looked at the clock. We had 1:30. Doesn't feel like there's much time left. We just decided to go for it.
Banana
White
bread.
BB. Nebula, letters. Beep boop, beep boop. What are the letters? Okay, we
Recalculating,
low light salmon
recalculating.
though. So we don't we I don't think we have this. I don't think we have it. I mean, he could probably find some good low lights, but we don't have it. And most importantly, Alice is also low lit, so it looks like the person with the
Alice is
most.
low lit. Yep.
And we have every single mission here, and Teal just
Whoa.
gets shot. What is
That's how
happening?
you do it. That's how you mess with a sniper's head
Wow.
there. The BB into the purloin. Right after low lighting a top suspect, they're kind of disoriented. They have no idea what to think. And then the purloin's gone. Like, a very rough state of mind, and Nebula just takes the sip shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna look through the game real quick to see if Teal had anything else before I look. I know Teal was at the beginning at the green bookcase. Was Teal in this reject chain? Is what I want to know too.
Yeah, Teal was at both books, so probably credited for transfer.
Oh, okay, and
Uh,
also, it's worth noting. I think she was also in the reject chain, unless I
and in the
missed like a
reject
peek.
chain. Yeah, so
So,
she actually, yeah, she
understandable
was gonna
shot.
have this. Yeah, she was gonna have the same mission path as us. So yeah, makes sense that she takes the bullet there.
Yeah, definitely. Wow. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I'm assuming we just credit her at green, and then blue bookcase is just like, okay, maybe I wasn't watching it. I'm just gonna shoot it because Purloin. That's 4 missions, so he's kind of forcing my hand here. So I shoot Teal. It makes
Hmm.
sense, but wrong person.
Does make sense, and that opens the door for Rustler to tie things. Nebula spying as Kane in 3, 2, 1, planet.
Grandpa with his fifth old character.
Has it been his fifth?
Yeah, I think white dress general queen. I think really playing into the the
Wow,
grandpa
yeah,
narrative here. So
yeah.
just now noticed.
Yeah, the retirement narrative, yeah.
Yeah. But this is a prime time for wrestler to get a win and get back in the match here, making it 5-5. Now is the best time to do it. So, but let's see. Nebula can definitely pull out another great spy game at any point in time. That's like the Nebula brand. But
Mm.
yeah, if now is the game you want to win because I think next is Redwoods, so I'd rather take my
Yeah,
chances on here than Redwoods.
this is a pivotal game for sure. Classic Nebula bug,
Oh,
double
but it doesn't
walking.
take. But can we
Unfortunately, we
see
messed up
it?
the execution.
Yeah, we messed it up, and I think it's not even really credited, unless I don't know if Rest was the type of player to take highlights for it, but it looks like it would have been clean had it taken.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna assume we're gonna time ad maybe at some point. We really need to start getting some progress
maybe.
here.
Yeah, Prime
Okay,
Nebula makes that take. Unfortunately, we're Kane Nebula.
yeah. All right. Ambassador does pick up a fingerprint though, a statue, so I think it's a lot nicer that we have that option now. So if we get like one briefcase, we could always just finish with like maybe a swap, a Purloin in between. We could just make it look like an innocent statue visit. Uh, we have a lot of options now with that statue print, I think. And now
It does feel
bookcase
like a
print
time
too.
ad is right. It doesn't. I don't know. We are going for that Prince.
Yeah, I think you have to go for the print here. You need the progress, and in order to avoid time adding, as Wrestler just caught a time ad, maybe a little bit mental too. That instead of going for a time ad,
True.
I think I'm just
True.
gonna go
True.
here. But now we also have we're gonna have a green bookcase print, so it's gonna test Wrestler's ability to memorize prints, and then I think we could just go statue here, and then go for the green book print, and then the rest of the game just falls in line for us, and then at that point it's just does Wrestler have it all? And
I
we know
think
we okay we
Nebula.
time ad.
Yeah, we do have to time ad. I think Nebula was maybe eyeing out that plan, realized it would take too much time. We are forced into time ad, it feels like.
Yeah, now I'm interested to see what the reaction's gonna be to that. Highlight Duke, maybe Duke's credited for something, but it doesn't look like we're on top of it, so um, I'll go. That's
Okay,
an
finish up
aggressive
Wrestler
flare.
dude. Yeah,
A lot of
maybe
a
we're
lot
going
of
to the
stuff is
green
happening right
bookcase.
now. There's two people statues, like people are taking
Yeah.
things, briefcase, ambassadors in a dangerous spot. Now is the time to do stuff, and I think this print is gonna be completely clean because oh my gosh, and
Oh
He misses it. I think you
no!
needed that.
Wait,
Oh, we take a
Mamba just
drink.
took a drink. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
We
takes a
have to
drink.
put it back. We have to put it back. Come on.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we have to put it back just now and go for this drink before someone takes it. Buns, don't take. Okay, wait, no, Queen takes it. Okay, you need to hurry up and get on the window and request it right now if you're gonna
No,
take it. Okay, we
we
do.
request
Oh,
as we
we
leave the
hold
pad.
it.
That's
We stall
genius.
it. Oh no, but it goes to red dress. Don't take it, red
No,
dress.
it doesn't work. It
Oh,
doesn't.
she doesn't take it. Okay, we take the drink.
Whew.
We get another shot. Don't miss the screen.
Okay, another difficulty.
Okay, you
Moment of
cannot
truth.
miss the screen here. You cannot miss the screen. He hits it.
We
Okay,
hit
that's
it. We
huge.
hit it.
You could go to
We're
statues
in the
and you just
game.
need to gulp here. Maybe you have 40 seconds left. I don't think you can time out again here. But we also still need a BB maybe. So we just need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go to
We have to
statues
like
like right
BB
now.
split. BB split into statues, I think.
Yeah, baby splitting the statues would maybe work. Oh no, but both DAs are out now. It's 30 seconds left. I think we either need to time
Oh
it. Maybe need to
no.
swap here too. I think we're gonna
Inspect
hold a
swap,
statue.
yeah.
We have to no choice. I think we have to swap here. We gulp the drink too. If it's restaurant on top of it, he should
It's
also be
time
on
for a
top of the fact that we went to
pause.
statues earlier in the game. Do we get a highlight? You better. Okay, you cannot give up this. Even if Buns is in the middle, we still don't have a fourth
We
mission. Oh, we put it down. Okay, wait. So we're gonna go
we
for
put it
the.
down.
We have
DA
to go for a
is
crash
that
bug here.
Windows reading.
Okay, we could. Okay, the
Oh
timeout's fine here. I
no.
mean, you
No,
have
we're
to.
doing a ring round to Rosie.
Oh, but we don't catch it. We don't catch
We
it
don't
though.
catch
We
it?
weren't watching the ambassador. I think he doesn't know who to shoot because he didn't see the bug, so he has no
Wow.
clue. And Duke ends up taking the shot just because we have to find somebody. But oh my gosh, you
That
missed
is
that bug. You had to
shocking.
watch that bug at the end there.
I agree. Like we the path and the bug, like that should be a shot from wrestler. Unfortunately, we're not looking at the Amba. Maybe a lot of too much attention paid to statues and Toby.
Yeah. And like the even more I think tragic part of this game is the fact that like okay we maybe don't have prints but we don't even have statues because we aren't highlight for statues, so we don't even have statues. I think if we had statues there's no way, and if Kane's a highlight there's no way we just watch Kane take a bug path right by ambassador at the end and live through it. So I think that this really was a possible game for wrestler, and I think we just give up bug at the wrong time. I think just wasn't
Yeah.
expecting Nebula to go for that and just didn't have any progress. There's no DA and no banana bread. It's just pain.
This is so tragic. But this is that Nebula magic you were talking about. He pulls off an insane bug that should have been caught, but is not, and gets away with a spy win there, keeping his lead.
Yeah, wow. That was looking so good for wrestler. I thought there's no way that this bug just gets by, and then You know, it's just the Nebula effect. You just get it through because you're Nebula. Like you're and the
Yeah.
party I also want to say too is like Omega spread out and active there. All our highlights on the left side, no highlights on the right side. So that also aids us in like not watching Ambassador because there's no highlight to watch for like that crash bug at the end. And so if you think that there's no reason to be watching that, your visuals are all going to be spread out on like the left side. So I think that also contributes to Nebula being able to find this bug here.
Yeah.
And now
So now we're
Redwoods.
on.
Now
Yeah,
Redwoods.
now
Oh
Redwoods.
my gosh.
Wrestler is spying for his life here as Sorry in 3, 2, 1, planet.
I love the sorry pick. It's a great pick, great spy. We could cheese. Oh, we
Yeah.
could start with a drink. Never mind, no swap. I was thinking maybe swap cheese, but yeah, probably just
Yeah.
offer more standard green flirt start here, probably. Yeah. And Ambassador is taking a blue book, so okay, we have some missions to do, and people are doing things, which is good. But we really
Mm.
need to decide what kind of plan we're going to play this game. If we want to be aggressive and finish, or if we want to frame, because I think this is it. Like this is where you want to find your ultimate plan. And Wrestler's a very clutch player, so I think if anyone can do it, it's him.
Yeah, I think so. I think I would try to go for like an aggressive-ish play, but like I try to do like fingerprint transfer to sort of like get a sneak mission win by because the Amba just left to print out blue books.
Yeah, and I
We'll see
think
if
maybe eyeing
we
it
are
up.
going to bar, I think.
Oh, bar. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say,
Okay.
it looks like we're going in there or bar, and Salmon following us.
SC
The
joins
goat
us.
ST
Yeah.
and green. Okay, perfect. I didn't know if that was gonna be enough, but it is. So flirt's done, and now we can really choose what we want to do. I'm assuming that we know we're highlight
Hmm.
for the bar, so delegate maybe not the best option, and we
We
reject, which is good.
reject.
I actually like this a lot. Maybe
You like it?
wanting the highlight to come down, but I don't think it's gonna.
Yeah, I don't know. It did not. I don't know. I think we should take into account the options there with our with seduce done and a delegate in hand. We can do a lot of things.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I definitely agree. I think it would have been nice to have that option. I don't know. Maybe Nebula could think behaviorally. I think now would be also a really good time to go back to bar because what if we take?
Yeah.
Oh, we could bug here. Oh, I think we're too
We
scared though. But we could have definitely went for a bug there. Maybe.
we're timing.
Oh, we take a white check right next to Ambassador. This is so aggressive, and maybe
That feels scary. Yeah, a scary place to do it.
yeah, but maybe it's just the wrestler. Like I said, he just takes these bold plays, and it's like no other spy would do this, and you just don't watch that. But now that's another 45 seconds to play with. And I think it's very crucial, and hopefully
Yes.
this highlight comes down because if it does not, I'm gonna be very worried for wrestlers' chances here.
Yeah, the timeout was needed. I just wasn't expecting it there, and he gets away with it. Nebula not catching the timeouts to set. We still need to do something though, just to do stun. I think we have to do something with our inspects maybe.
Yeah, but you'd have to assume that wrestlers gonna, or Nebula's gonna be on top of it. So inspects.
Oh, we should stop
Oh,
there.
that's a wrong redirect. You can't redirect there.
Nope. Yeah. Pro
If we
stop, but we
saw
did
that.
not stop. Did Nebula notice that?
Yeah, if we saw that, I'd have to think we're just a dead spy walking, and we even highlight a real SDA or who we think is the real DA. So I'd have to think Nebula has a real sus because normally you don't really do that unless you're sus of one person. But we go for another statue here.
Maybe.
Too slow, I think. So I would really
A
be making a
single
case of
stash. Oh
timeout here. We
no.
swap, and it's a white swap, and we're probably just gonna die
No,
for it
I
if we
don't like
see
to
it.
swap here.
And he checks it.
Because
He
it
checks it.
just.
It's death.
Oh no. I feel like that statue is such swap bait. It's terrible. It's terrible for swaps actually, but people love to do it.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think
that
maybe he
is
also wanted a
tragic.
green though.
He did. Yeah, agreeing would have helped for sure, but I don't know. I feel like the swap there is not ideal.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think I don't like the swap play there. I think like at that point in the game, you either need to get a miraculous bug slash delegate by Nebula. I think the main mistake was probably like 2 minutes or into the match. I think we could have went back to the bar, and since we're already highlight for the delegate, and if it doesn't come back down, like Nebula's timing would have been off. I also want to point out here that at 154 we low light salmon, but our highlight off of Sorry actually does not happen. So I'm assuming we have some sort of sus onto Sorry for something because our highlight for bar doesn't come back down. So probably just a dead spy walking anyway at that point. But probably could have went back to bar around 2 minutes or even like a bug just to try something. And maybe that's a better thing. But this swap play just feels like desperation because the time's getting so low, and Nebula is just on top of it, and there's not even a BB or anything to cover. So it's just unfortunately death.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, that was not the way forward, unfortunately, for Wrestler. So Nebula takes the win, makes it out of the group stage while Wrestler cast into the fire 2-2. Has to play one more match to either win or be eliminated, or make it past to be eliminated rather.
Yeah, and I think, I think definitely with this showing, I think Wrestler has obviously proved himself more than capable. Even though it's 2-2, I think can definitely have a strong case to make it to that 3-2. I definitely am not putting it past him. Overall, this is a really, really crazy set. I'm very glad I got to watch it and commentate
Yeah,
on it because it was
this is
such a
so
sick
fun.
set. So many crazy tense like moments, but yeah, Nebula ends up clenching the win, so GG's to him.
Yeah,
Grandpa
GG's.
showing that he still has it.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it takes teaching the young ones. I think we're gonna go to a quick break before we show Opie Rights versus Gentlemen, so don't go
More
anywhere.
hype. Don't go
Yep.
anywhere. Stay.